Hello, peoples. It's Lone Wolf once again with another sports update. I'm going to trade the NBA for the G League. Okay? Okay. So, let's get through the scores, alright? So, obviously, we had 6 games this week, and if you heard, well, a little bit last week, we got more games this coming week, and I am in deep shit, okay? Alright, so let's get through the games, okay? Tuesday, we had 2 teams battling it out. We had 4 MAC teams battling it out. One looking to become bowl eligible, and the other, well, looking to keep their slim bowl chances alive. So, Eastern Michigan defeated Northern Illinois 45-17. They are now 6-5 and bowl eligible. Ohio crushed Bowling Green 66-24 to move within 1 game of bowl eligibility. That doesn't necessarily mean they'll get selected. Then Wednesday, we had more Maction. I have no idea why I said that. Akron was close to their very first win of the season, but Miami of Ohio decided, nope, let's just deny them 20-17. And then Buffalo destroyed Toledo 49-30 to become bowl eligible. Georgia Tech upset North Carolina State because, well, they're 3-8, but they're 2-6 in conference now. Oh, in the ACC, North Carolina State falls to 4-7. Now that means both teams are bowl ineligible. Okay. The G League, as I said, is it's gonna start taking the place of the NBA because a lot of people will really focus too much on the NBA, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give some love to the minor leagues per se. Yeah, you know what I mean? A lot of people are so excited about the NBA, they forget that the NBA has a bit of a minor league. Alright. So let's cut to the action. In a very exciting game, Canton defeated Long Island 118-117. Erie defeated Capital City 127-114. Grand Rapids defeated Fort Wayne 111-96. Greensboro defeated the Windy City 114-102. Wisconsin defeated Westchester 112-106. Austin destroyed Iowa 116-99. Although you look at it, it's not that good or actually not that big of a win. Memphis defeated Oklahoma City 113-101. Stockton defeated Rio Grande Valley 111-103. And Agua Caliente defeated Sioux Falls 98-87. And now, a little bit of business. We got, it's going to come after this little NHL update because there were only 2 games today. Only 2 games. How exciting is that? Same score, different teams. Penguins beat the Devils, and Rangers lost to the Senators 4-1. Senators 4, Rangers 1. Penguins 4, Devils 1. Alright, now we get to a little bit of business in terms of bowl eligibility. Okay? Okay. So let's talk about the teams that are bowl eligible and the ones that are just out of the grasp, and ones that have said, you know what, even though we're good, we can't go bowling. Okay, so here we go. In the ACC, you have Clemson, Florida State, Louisville, Miami, Florida, aka the U, Pittsburgh, Virginia Tech, going 27 consecutive years in a bowl game, and Wake Forest. In the American, you have Cincinnati, Memphis, Navy, Southern Methodist, aka SMU, Temple, Tulane, and UCF. In the Big Ten, you have Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Michigan, Minnesota, Ohio State, Penn State, and Wisconsin. In the Big 12, you have Baylor, Iowa State, Kansas State, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, and Texas. In Conference USA, you have Florida Atlantic, Louisiana Tech, Marshall, Southern Miss, UAB, and Western Kentucky. In the MAC, you have Buffalo, Central Michigan, Eastern Michigan, Miami of Ohio, Toledo, and Western Michigan. In the Mountain West, you have Air Force, Boise, Hawaii, Nevada, San Diego State, Utah State, and Wyoming. With their win tonight, they are bowl eligible. And then Oregon, in the Pac-12, Oregon, Utah, Washington, and USC, and the winner of the Washington State-Oregon State game on November 23rd, which is tomorrow, or today when you're listening to this, tomorrow when I'm recording this, the winner of that game is bowl eligible. All right. In the SEC, you have Alabama, Auburn, Florida, Georgia, LSU, Texas A&M, Appalachian State, Arkansas State, Georgia Southern, Georgia State, and Louisiana. And in the independents, BYU and Notre Dame are eligible. Teams that are one win away from bowl eligibility, in the ACC is Boston College, the Big 12 is TCU, Conference USA is Charlotte and FIU. Arizona State, California, Oregon State, and Washington State are all one win away from bowl eligibility in the Pac-12. The SEC sees Kentucky and Tennessee. The Sun Belt has Troy, and Liberty needs 7 wins, but they're 6-4, so they just need to win their next game, and they'll be fine. And Ohio has to win their next game to be bowl eligible, and they are going up against Akron, who is looking to avoid going 0-12. So we'll have to see that. Now here are the teams one loss away from bowl eligibility. You have Duke, North Carolina, and Syracuse in the ACC, South Florida in the American, Michigan State, Nebraska, and Purdue in the Big 10, Texas Tech and West Virginia in the Big 12, North Texas and the University of Texas at San Antonio, aka UTSA, in Conference USA, Ball State and Kent State in the MAC, Fresno State and San Jose State in the Mountain West, Arizona, Colorado, UCLA, and Stanford in the Pac-12, Mississippi State in the SEC, Coastal Carolina and UL Monroe in the Sun Belt, and Army in the independent zone, as I call it. And the teams that are already bowl eligible, with the exception of Missouri, who received a postseason ban this year because of a tutor completing coursework for student athletes. These are the teams that are now bowl ineligible. In the ACC, you have Georgia Tech and North Carolina State. In the American, East Carolina, Houston, Tulsa, and UConn are all bowl ineligible. In the Big 10, Maryland, Northwestern, and Rutgers are ineligible. Kansas in the Big 12, Middle Tennessee, Old Dominion, Rice, and UTEP in Conference USA. In the MAC, Akron, Bowling Green, and Northern Illinois. And the loser of the Ball State-Kent State game tomorrow, or today. Gotta remind myself that, In the Mountain West, Colorado State, New Mexico, and UNLV are all bowl ineligible. In the SEC, Arkansas, Ole Miss, South Carolina, and Vanderbilt. We already explained Missouri. In the Sun Belt, South Alabama and Texas State. And the loser of the game today between Coastal Carolina and UL Monroe. And in the independent, New Mexico State and UMass, which will essentially end any chance of going bowling. Okay? So, I hope you enjoyed this extended edition. Next week, I'm going to probably extend it to 20 minutes because we got a lot of games to cover on Black Friday, okay? And if you are going shopping next week on Black Friday, stay warm, stay safe, and please contain your insanity. This is Lone Wolf. See you guys next week.